Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Fred Guy here, and today we've got a 10 fragrances in this particular video, which I consider sort of more modern masculine. Now I've just recorded the classic fragrances, the one right here, Penhaligons pour Homme. Those are my classic fragrances, from masculine fragrances in my collection that I've currently got. Of course there will be, if I do this video again next year, that will be different because I'll be probably adding to that. But this video today is the modern ones. Now I say modern, they are 90s, so 1990s and above. The other list was the sort of 60s, 70s and 80s, and then this list will be anything that was brought out in the 90s or thereon. So we've got 10 and we've got all sorts. We've got freshies, we've got some that are a bit darker, we've got some sort of modern alluring type of fragrances. There isn't much here that are dominant in vanilla, because I consider vanilla can be worn with ladies. Now something like Chanel's Homme, although it is a man's scent, I would consider that could be easily worn, well, anything can be easily worn by a woman, but it's not as sort of masculine as I would consider some of the others that are certainly in this list. So just keep that in mind. Ones like that could be in the list, but I've left them out because they could come across sort of unisex, some of them. So I've just got 10 here, which are mine slightly more masculine than some of the others. So there could be more in this list. I haven't tried everything, I haven't got every fragrance like some people. But so let's get into the list, and we'll start with some of the more classics and then sort of work way up, if you will. Say classics, the sort of ones around the 90s, and then sort of work forward. So this one, again, 90s, set in the 90s. This one is from Bojaron, and this is Bojaron pour Homme. As you can see, I'm really getting down this juice. Just a nice citrus, fresh citrus gentleman scent. When you first put it on, you get a citrus sort of vetiver musky smell. Dries down to a very much a woody musky scent. Real beautiful fragrance, this one. Very, very, very underrated in the community. No one ever shows this one, and it's an absolute, it's like almost like a hidden gem that nobody really talks about. Everyone goes for Sairat pour Homme, but they never include this one, and it's an absolute shame because it's a fantastic fragrance. So the first on the list is Bojaron pour Homme. Okay, next, a recent pickup for me, and they definitely have to be on this list. This one is Heritage by Golan Heritage. Now on my skin, this comes off a little bit like, and I'll probably get hate for this, but it doesn't smell like it, but it reminds me of it. But this smells like a better version of it. It's Calvin Klein's Obsession. So I think Calvin Klein Obsession, but made better, blended better materials. And it sort of reminds me of it. You get that sort of orangey, spicy, woody combo, but done much better by the French house Guerlain. But it just reminded me of it a little. Real nice, definitely masculine. A lot of the sort of sharp, what you call spices, come off of my skin with this one, but still blended perfectly like a French perfume should. So Heritage Eau de Toilette. Okay, next my signature scent. So 1881, the original 1881 by Sairat. This one, aromatic fougere. Sharp citruses, sharp herbals. Dries down a little woody with manly spicy, sort of manly florals, musks. Just like a true fougere in my opinion, but quite I wouldn't say light, but it's definitely more citrusy and herbal. This one, oh, that's one of my favourites, and it's so cheap. Here this smells like this and being so cheap, I don't know how they do it. So 1881 by Sairat. Alright, so going up in the age a little bit. And this one, this used to be a good sort of clubbing scent, if you will. A lot of people before, like Paco Rabanne, what do you call it, 1 Million and all those sort of come out. This one was you'd smell this in a club. This one, Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. This is not the original, this is like the 2012 one, because they reformulated it around 2012, so it's not the one with the sticker on. But I still like the smell of this. It comes off a little synthetic when you first spray it, with the synthetic citruses, which is the bit that lets it down a bit once it dries down, after maybe half an hour or so. Wow, a mix of citrus, woody, little bit of a dry tobacco, and goes a bit powdery. Beautiful stuff. Really enjoy this one. I've got God knows how many bottles I've gotten down in the past. This is the bigger 125ml, and I'm almost halfway down this one. So use a lot of this in the past. One I do enjoy, so Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. Alright, so we'll get another Sairat 1881 here on the list, and it is signature. This one, if you've never smelt this, is a good combination of cardamom, the same cardamom kind of smell that you get in L'Anne with L'Homme. So take that cardamom that's dominant in that and mix it with a very dominant suede leather scent. That's pretty much what this is. You don't get much more than that. Just dominant leather, dominant cardamom, mix them together. Think L'Anne with L'Homme if you've had they splashed in a load of leather, and that's what you get. Very masculine, very alluring. If you like leather, again, not keen on leather, but this one seems to work due to that cardamom mix in it. Leather, cardamom, masculine, and if you can find it, generally you can pick it up usually between about £25–30, if not less. But again, a little bit harder to find now, probably discontinued, but a good one if you can find it at a reasonable cost. Okay, next up, most people probably agree with this one. One from Hermes, and it is the Terre de Hermes. This is a little, what we call it, like a 30ml refillable, this one. And like, you know, you've heard it all before. It's sort of a orange rind, or orange zest, a blood orange for that matter, which tends to be a bit stronger of an orange, and deeper, stronger orange. So sort of peel a blood orange, you get that juice and rind, juice and skin sort of hitting you in the face, and then put in a slightly dirty vetiver, woody vetiver, the slightly darker, dirtier one, and that's what you get. So masculine in the sense of that slightly dirty vetiver, but still masculine citrus, orange citrus. Really a really good combination. The orange and that slight dirty vetiver really does work together fairly well. Now this is the Eau de Toilette. I do prefer the Eau de Parfum, but I haven't got that in the collection. I used it all. I thought, well, I'll try the Eau de Toilette, which I never did. I love this one. I really love the Eau de Parfum. So at the two, I would say go for the Eau de Parfum. Some has a slightly sweeter and a bit richer, but I've got this one, so this is in the list. So Terre de Hermes, Eau de Toilette. Next from the house of Golan, and this one is a L'Eau Bossuet. This one, sharp lime, a little bit of lemon, backed up with a lot of cedar. Okay, so when you first spray it, you get a lovely mix of citruses, with the cedar backbone, and as the cedar, sort of the citrusy start to die, as cedar rises, and then mixes together really well. Very, very good, very, I would say like a fresh, masculine, modern scent, this one. So limes, lemons and cedar. Real good. A few people mentioned this one, and a good modern fragrance, a masculine fragrance. So L'Eau Bossuet by Guerlain. This one, which I'm wearing today, and this one is Santos de Cartier. This one is the what they call it, the concentrate. So the concentrate version. The original has got like a silver band. This one's got like a gold band. That's the only real way you tell the difference. Very masculine looking bottle, so you can understand maybe this one coming across masculine. This one extremely green. Everything that's green is in here. Very, very green scent. But the concentrate sort of splashes in a bit of like an incensey vibe. Makes it a little darker, a little richer. But that's pretty much all they do. They've done from the original one, the Eau de Toilette. Well, this is Eau de Toilette as well, just the general one. I mean, the concentrate just darkens it up as slightly. Again, that's sort of like an incensey vibe, along with that, just ultra green, but very, very masculine. This is a modern scent, but in the air, maybe it could come off sort of classic smelling because it's overly green, but real good one. Don't wear it that much, but I do enjoy it when I do, like today. So Santos de Cartier concentrate version. Okay, next one from the Penhaligons. Now Blend and Bouquet would be on this list. Very, very citrus heavy, masculine scent. This one from their Portraits range, and this is The Tragedy of Lord George. Yeah, really beautiful scent, this one. I mean, it's expensive, but my God, do you get the most top quality ingredients. And it smells like a very smooth, everything in here smells natural, everything. I doubt that it is, but the way that it's blended is just superb. The quality of the ingredients must be high, that's how much. Well, I would hope it is for the price you pay for it. This one, again, very high quality, smooth cinnamon, mixed with this, again, high quality, posh shaving soap cord. When you first spray it, it's got a bit of a booziness as well. So you got those two accords plus a booziness. The booziness goes away after a little bit, leaving with your shaving cream accord and the really smooth cinnamon. It's just a sprinkle of sweetness, but it's not a sweet scent. I think probably coming from that cinnamon. But oh my God, it smells so luxurious, and yet still masculine. It's got a cleanness to it with that shaving cream, but the masculine side comes from that nice smooth cinnamon. Beautiful stuff. If you've never tried it, you must try it. Get a sample. Great modern masculine gentleman's fragrance from Penhaligons. Okay, last on the list, definitely a modern scent. You can smell it straight away. And this one is more of an alluring scent. That's what I use it for anyway. And this one is Golan's Ideal, L'Homme Ideal. So this one is Ideal Man, basically, in English. The original first one, black sides, etc. This one, think of like a suede leather with a tonka bean vibe, sweetness going through it. You get a little bit of woods, a little bit of like an almond nuttiness. But the dominant thing is the suede leather and the sweet tonka bean, with a hint of vanilla at the backbone. Typical Guerlain, absolute typical Guerlain. Very well made, very well blended, and very alluring, sexy scent, and still keeping it masculine due to that suede leather. Real nice, one of the best modern Guerlains there is. So that's it, that's my fragrances for this modern masculine fragrance list. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the video. Is anything on here that that you like, you don't like, anything that you would put on the list, which I may or may not have in my collection, and leave a comment below. I'll answer as soon as I can. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate you as always. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again soon on the next video.